Kia ora, hello, welcome everyone to the stream. Thank you for everyone joining tonight. Hope you're all having a fantastic Thursday. So we are back on Geistal. It has been a long time since we've actually done a proper episode on this. I did a special Rito episode trying out the new DLC just after it was released. But this is the first time that we've actually gone back into the map properly. So going to do some seeding. So yeah, welcome in KK Great Kids, welcome in Gamer Pro, and to everyone else that has joined us in the chat. Thank you so much. I'm going to use a piece of equipment I usually don't use, 4-meter seeder. I usually go for something a bit bigger, but try for something a bit different this time. Okay, that's better. Not too sure why, but I've been having a little bit of problems with manual attached on this map. So I don't know if it's a map issue or something else. See how we get on. Hey, KK Great Vids. Awesome. Something to look forward to. Yep, I'm not sure if I will be streaming on Saturday. I have something on with the family on Saturday, so may get home late. So may not be able to stream on Saturday, but hopefully Sunday will be all good. Hey, Project, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Grumpy Grey Gaming, great to see you here. Fantastic. And Joel, hello, welcome in. Thank you everyone for joining. Hope you are all having a fantastic day. Thank you to our new subscriber too. Welcome to the Kiwi clan. Released a Fordson short video today and it is just going stonkers. It was only about 5 hours and already had I think it was 2,500 views. So just going insane. It's fantastic. People seem to like Fordsons, fishy half cracks. Hey, thanks for that, Project. Yeah, if you guys could hit the like, that'd be fantastic. It really does help with the stream. You've got your steering wheel now, Joel. It is great. It is. It really does help with the immersion. I find it incredibly difficult to use the controller, but I think we can grow winter barley and winter wheat. I'm just looking here, and also some triticale by the looks of it. So I think that's what we will be planting. Maybe some rye. So I have got a mod that makes all seeders a direct sow. Which I think is appropriate. I always think this kind of seeder that I have on the back should be a direct sow anyway. When you look at it, it's got the cultivator on the front, so it should be able to direct sow, I think. Now I'm thinking, darn, got to turn off field stones. Hey Joel, yeah, you got the Logitech G923. Same with me. That's the one I'm using. And yeah, Grumpy Grey, you've got the Thrustmaster. I did look at that, but they had a good deal going with the Logitech, so I went with that in the end. Project, you've got a X56 HOTAS end wheel. Nice. I was using a HOTAS, but I've moved on to the farm stick. On the farm stick just seems to have better buttons set up for farm sim. Now, where was I? I'm getting sidetracked again. Fieldstone off. There we go. And we've got it set on euros now. And I have the goals mod on as well. So, yeah, I'm not too sure where they're coming from. I think possibly ravens would be a slightly better bird for this map, but yeah, Joel, you got the bundle and wheel and shifter on sale for 450. Yeah, sounds similar to the deal I had. They bundled the shifter in as well, and I wanted the shifter. I actually use it. I do a little bit of racing sim, off stream, of course. Difficult to do live streams with racing sims. And I like to do manual gear change on it, so I wanted the shifter for it. Hey, better free advertising there, Grumpy Grey. Good on you, mate. Yeah, hey, farmer, welcome in. Thanks for the coffee. Great to have you here. Hope everything is going well for you. So I've got the mod that should be mulching and doing all that sort of thing at the same time as well. Still alive. Good to hear, AI. Yep, I'm doing okay. Sort of learning to live with the hay fever that I've got at the moment. So I'm doing twice daily rinses, which, if you guys don't know what a nasal rinse is, it's basically squirting water up your nose until it comes out the other side. So yeah, not the most pleasant thing, but I think it's helping. Yeah, so for me it's probably Forza Horizon is one that I do play. I like Forza Horizon 4, set in the UK. Also I do Project Cars, even though that is defunct now, no longer supported or developed. I really enjoyed it. I really had high hopes for Project Motor Racing because I thought that they were the same people. But yeah, Project Motor Racing is, yeah, definitely not on my list at the moment. Liking the Sky Rat. Yeah, AI, definitely. And Grumpy, yeah, thinking of getting the rods out and go do some fishing. Nice. What sort of fish do you catch? Trout? Yeah, I think the birds add a touch of realism to it. Yeah, they're not really anything to do with farming, but they are a part of farming. Yep, project 189 programmable keys on the X56. Made a mod to map all of the controls. Yeah, it can be difficult keeping up with all of those. And Chinook, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Great to have you here. Been enjoying your live streams. Your flights, what was it? Sydney to Auckland, landing in the dark. Sorry, I'm not that much on the chat, but I'm definitely there watching. And KK, great vids. You literally went trout fishing last Saturday. Awesome. Hey, Dave Carapero, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Great to have you here. Not a gamer, but thought I'd have a look-see. Not a problem, Dave. So this is I primarily do farming related stuff. So a lot of farm sim, but I've also got some live action videos. Went to the Morrinsville Vintage Tractor Show and recorded that. And that's been quite a popular one. Yeah, so Farm Sim's a good, chill, relaxing game. I'll be honest, I was actually surprised how much I enjoyed Farm Sim. When I first saw Farm Sim advertised on the Steam shop, it was sort of like, my initial thoughts were, why would I want to come home from work and work twice as hard farming? But I gave it a go, and yeah, I actually enjoy it. It's chill, it's relaxed. You wind down at the end of the day, and you go to bed at the end of the session, and you're feeling really good. You're not hyped up on adrenaline. It's just a great way to end the day. And Grumpy Grey will be fishing for big carp and big catfish. Nice. Gamer Pro back fixing your Snapchat avatar. Friends were complaining. Yeah. Yeah, I quite like the gulls. I have turned them down a little bit. They were a bit too much, I thought, but I do like having them sort of follow in behind and add a bit of life to the field. I have to admit, I do miss the birds from FS22. Crabby and trout are the only fish I have caught. %, loud. Yeah, they are loud though. Gulls are incredibly loud in real life. Yeah, for here in New Zealand, we've got huge trout fishery, but I've never actually done any trout fishing. You need a license and a lot of patience. But I have done some ocean fishing, caught some snapper, kahawai. Although I have to admit, it's been a long time since I've been fishing. Oh, nice one, Davo. 30 years dairy farming and working with ag contractors. That looks very cool. Yeah, it does. It is actually fun going to Mystery Creek and seeing the equipment in real life. You don't understand how big the gear is until you actually see it in real life. The game does not give the equipment the feeling that you see in real life. Yeah, stocked trout. Yeah, that's what New Zealand's got, is a lot of stocked trout. Yeah, Gamer Pro lines on the field. You can get something similar, not quite like this, but if you're on PC, there was guided steering by Whoopster, and there's a couple of other ones too that are available. Extended vehicle control, I think it was one of them, where you can set the lines up. Horseplay is another option on if you're on PC, and that is more of a AI worker type thing where you set a course up and an AI worker will do it. So yeah, Gamer Pro depends on whether you're on PC or console. If you're on console, then unfortunately, no, you don't have any options for the lines. AI, it is a cool game. It's cool having you on multi-screen too. you get up to some mischief, that's for sure. Hey Mason the truck spotter, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. I'm just catching up on a couple of things. Yeah, just putting in a few links there. One for AI Farmer, does great videos. Grumpy Grey Gaming, great guy. He's definitely not as grumpy as he makes out. So yeah, definitely worth checking out their channels as well. And while you're checking out their channels, give them a a sub as well if you haven't subbed to them already. And we've put Chinook channel in as well. He does some fantastic farm sim videos. Definitely check him out. He does live ATS, not ATC, air traffic control, with VATSIM, a group of enthusiasts that basically act as traffic controllers for the flight sim community. People enjoy games in different ways, and you've got a community there that want to play traffic controller. So it really is amazing seeing him do sort of real world flights and in real world aircraft, and basically flying as a real world pilot. Hey KK, great vids, awesome mate. Yeah, GamePro on PC. Yeah, just reading that. I'm not on console very often. Could ask my little brother. We got a PS5 and he came home from school saying his friend's jealous since he got the PS5. I got angry. Yeah, we've had an Xbox for a while. Right, and yep, just put KK Great Vids in as well. Anyone else would like a shout out, let me know. Yeah, like he said it like it's only his PlayStation, that's why he got angry. Ah, fair enough, mate. Yep. Yeah, my kids definitely have to share the PlayStation. Sorry, the Xbox. And yeah, sometimes they have to share it with me. We've got one Game Pass. Hey, Share, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Yeah, catching up with the one. Do you use manual tip and manual ATT? Since the game update, I can't sell in sell points or silos using them two mods. I was using manual tip on my Kinlag series, but I haven't got it installed on this one. Think I'm going to back out for tonight, 4:30 a.m. USET. Yeah, fair enough, mate. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. You have a fantastic Thursday, which is just starting for you. As share your favorite carrots. You do like to cause yourself pain. Hey, Anthony Cherachella, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. I'm doing well, thank you. I hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. And you're playing Farm Sim as well. Awesome. It's a great way to chill out and relax, definitely. Got a ice drink and there's a bit of condensation coming off of it, so putting a towel down on the table. And Grumpy Grey harvested parsnips with the push equipment. Lucky it wasn't a big field. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how to incorporate the push equipment into my Kinlake story. I think I'm going to end up going through the winter, because we're nearly at winter time, and then come spring I will look at creating a new garden, new house garden next to the house, and using the equipment in a house garden. I think putting in a couple of rows of corn and beetroot, carrots. There's a whole lot of different house plant, garden type things that you could plant. So KK, great vids. Link's not working. Which link is that one, KK? If it's your one, I took it directly, I copied it directly from the YouTube. So I'm going to do all the difficult crops in game for the farmland quest. Nice. Yeah, we did all the difficult crops. It was interesting. I think Cher can attest to that one. Oh, 1 tile challenge on farmlands. Nice. That would definitely be an interesting one. I'll have to admit, I've never been that fussed about the different challenges. I sort of just like to play the game my way. All of them. It might be because you're on mobile, mate. I think sometimes mobile can be a bit funny on some of those things. Hey, Farmhand Andy, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope you are having a fantastic Thursday. Hey, yep, Biker Mouse wanted a challenge. I'm having fun with it. Hey, awesome, mate. That's what it's all about. I haven't caught up with Biker Mouse for ages. Hope he's doing okay. Gamer Pro, you're on the wrong side. Trailer to auto load. He's hooked on Warcraft at the moment. Can't blame him. I went through a stage where I was playing Skyrim. Got quite the way through. Completed the Dragon quest and the Vampire quest. And yeah, Farmhand Andy, hospital visit for family. Let's just collect the logs with the crane first. Yeah. That's always fun, using the crane for the logs. I'm not the best logger, that's for sure. Yeah, Skyrim's a good game there, Share, definitely. Auto wood load, yeah. And there's actually auto wood load of sorts for console now, which is great. Gonna use the wheel loader actually. Yep, been there and done that. I'll tell you what, I watched some of the logging guys. They actually do logging in real life, and I watched them on YouTube in the farm sim. And you know, I always say, oh, the physics in farm sim are absolutely rubbish, and I think they would probably agree. But they still manage to get the logs to go exactly where they want them to go. It is incredible to watch someone that has lived their whole life in a logging equipment know how to use it. So this map is Geistal. It's as you can see, a very mountainous map. And I haven't played this map as often as I would have liked to have. Hey, Grumpy Grey, no problems. Thank you for that, sir. And yeah, appreciate you doing that for us. And Farmhand Andy, don't grab too many and gently close grapple as to situate logs properly. If you close fast, logs don't sit correctly. There you go, people. Some good advice there, definitely. Yeah, Gamer Pro, you're right. They do actually have all the right equipment for it. They'll usually run 2 farm sticks and rudder pedals. They actually have rudder pedals installed. And they will operate the machinery in exactly the same way. They have the farm sticks set up in exactly the same way. So when they turn, they'll actually use the joysticks to maneuver. They have it all set up exactly the same way. But it still takes a lot of skill to pick a log up and then, you know, cut it and have the log go exactly where you want it. You're on Solek. It's a stunning map so far. I might have to check that one out. What are the edges of the map like? I've got to ask. You know what I'm like about edges. That should be winter barley. Yep, that's winter barley. And it shouldn't need rolling because we've got the roll attached to it as well. So let's plant some winter wheat. Depth of view is hardest to learn with logging, definitely because you're on a 2D screen and you don't have that 3D visual that you'd get in real life. Wild Heart, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Great to have you here. There's a company near where I live in the Waikato that make Waratah machinery, and they make the headers for the logging equipment, and they actually have they had a training module set up in the field days, and it was quite good. They actually had little arrows, sort of, it looked like that, and you would basically have it, the open part, sort of, you'd move it towards the tree, and that would show which way the tree was going to fall and that sort of thing. It was absolutely brilliant, and yeah, it would be great if Giants could talk to them, maybe get some of the equipment in the game and use that technology. I think it would be absolutely fantastic. There's fields with bales on them. Ah, nice. I like when farms continue off into the distance. I'll definitely have to look that one up then. Still looking forward to Oxygen David's new map when it comes out. I think that'll be quite stunning. And yeah, just catching up there, Anthony. I don't like the logging on here yet. Yeah, it definitely takes a bit of getting used to. Yeah, auto load trailers are good if you're on PC. Yeah, so what does everyone think about the boar? And does anyone actually know how the boar and the feeding stations actually work? I've actually asked Copilot twice, and I've had two completely different answers. So I'm not too sure how it works. It doesn't seem to be anything officially from Giants as to how all the mechanics work. One with Copilot said you only need one feeding station, and that's everything taken care of for the whole map. And then I did another query with Copilot, and it said, "Oh no, you need to follow the lines that the boar will be following on the edges of the forest and all that sort of thing." And it's like, yeah, that sounded way too complicated for what Giants would do. So I'm not too sure how it all works. Yeah, it's going fairly well for you there, is it, Gamer Pro? That's good. Yeah, so just a reminder, everyone, if you could hit that like button if you haven't done so already, that'd be fantastic. It really does help with the YouTube thing. And And if you haven't subscribed, feel free to do that as well. I think I nudged the button and wasn't able to raise or lower it. Yeah, Farmhand Andy, yeah. Feeding stations stop the board. Yeah, they do that, but yeah, I'm not too sure. Yeah, like I say, I've heard that you only need one feeding station per map, but I'm wondering if maybe they do have a radius. The bigger feeding station has a bigger radius. I don't know. That would seem to make sense. So I just wish there was a bit more information come out from Giants about it. Hey Joel, currently playing Highlands Fishing. Yeah, it's a fantastic map, that one. I definitely enjoy that one. I'll be on that one tomorrow night, doing the Castle Restore live stream, and then I will be releasing videos from my other series I'm doing on that map. The Greenhouse Challenge, which has been less of a challenge than I thought it would be. And now I'm doing contracting as well. Gamer Pro, can't I cut trees that are small? I think you can cut most trees. The small bushes you can't cut. Usually you have to paint them out if you want to remove them. But most trees with a solid trunk, if you can't walk through a tree, then you can cut it. If you can walk through the tree, then you can't cut it. That's probably the rule of thumb. Yep, windmill construction on the Highland Fishing. Yep, I've done that a couple of times. It's really great. Been actually using it as a windmill on the Castle Restore. I like the way they sort of fly away, that they're not going through the tractor. The mod has actually done a fantastic job. They're actually reacting to the equipment. I wish the Giants would do that with the animals they put in. I actually have boar running through tractors and that sort of thing. It's sort of like they wouldn't be doing that. Yeah, Farmhand Andy, Solek, Map Builder, sorry, Map Border. Just looks like more fields, forests, and buildings in great detail. Looks like the map extension. Very nice. Oh, that is great to hear. And Serena Earth, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Great to have you here again. Yeah, so yep, you're right there. Kick the tree first. If you can cut it. Yeah, saplings you can't cut. But once they get to a certain stage, you can cut them. Yeah, so Farmhand Andy, sounds like it's very similar to this map here. Geistal is absolutely stunning when it comes to the map edge. Sorry guys, I've got to show this map edge because I am really stoked with the map edge. So the railway line down there is the actual edge of the map, and you can just see how it just carries on. And if we go over to the, so you got the lake there, that is on the map edge as well. It goes off. And the village. It does the same too. So the map edge is actually just after the biogas plant there, but the village just carries on. So you don't know you're heading towards the map edge. Yeah, sort of, you got the roads going off. That's the map edge there. So it's an absolutely stunning map, and map edges are done how map edges should be done. But anyway, enough of this outer body experience. Sorry for that. Hit the wrong button. Tried taking bales off the edge of the field. That's how good it looks. Awesome. Hey, your ladybirds are growing, Share. That is awesome to hear. Can't wait to see some pictures of it. Pictioneer Valley. That's the Black Sheep modding one, isn't it? I looked at it. And don't get me wrong, Black Sheep modding is an amazing modder. But I have to admit that it just didn't grab me. Yeah, so Joel, what's my favorite map? That is a really good question. I think at the moment, because I've got a couple of series going on Kinlake. Kinlake is probably my favorite map at the moment. especially now that we have some right-hand drive vehicles that we can use in it, thanks to modders. I do like Riverbend Springs. I'd have to say that the maps that Giants have released in this game have been absolutely stunning. Riverbend Springs was one of those maps where you're driving around and you see a house on the riverside and you're going, I would love to live there. And if a map can inspire that kind of thing where you're driving around going, ooh, I want to live there, then yeah, I think it shows that they've done a really good job. And yeah, Kinlake definitely has that feeling. Would I want to live in Scotland? I'm not entirely sure. I do have Scottish ancestry, but there's possibly a reason why they left Scotland and came to New Zealand. And who am I to question the decisions of my forebears? Yes, Cher, thank you. I did have a good Easter, nice relaxing break. Back into work though, so yeah. Easter's now a distant memory. Nudge the button again so it wouldn't lower. There we go, that's better. Hey, Serena Earth, yeah, that would be fantastic. Although that was my one major big disappointment. Well, besides right-hand drive vehicles, but we won't go down that path, shall we, people? That they didn't change the script for the train destination. They had the train in Kinlake going to Goldcrest Valley, which I don't know of any Goldcrest Valley in Scotland. The only Goldcrest Valley I know of is sort of Midwest America. I think that's where it was sort of set in. So that's a very long train ride. Couldn't quite figure that one out. They could have just changed the script. Yeah, it's just a couple of words. Change Goldcrest Valley for some other Scottish name. Yeah, I know a lot of people have fun moving their equipment from save game to save game, which is fairly easy to do if you're on a PC. It's just, I have actually done it myself, just copy and paste the equipment list into the equipment list on the new map. Your equipment can end up in some strange places, but yeah, with a bit of preparation and all that, you can mitigate that by having all the equipment all in one area. But yeah, console's a bit different. It would be a matter of putting in a money cheat, and then buying the equipment in and setting it all up beforehand. But it could be done with a bit of preparation. Now, I know a lot of people have done that. They've moved equipment from farm to farm. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Oxygen David's map when it gets released. I have a feeling I might spend some time on that one. Yeah, Anthony, just to let you know, the government assistance, the only amount that works properly is the $4 million options. Any of the other amount, you end up getting funding cut. Okay. If anyone else asks you. Hey, thanks for that, Anthony. Appreciate it. I haven't actually used... well, I have actually got one of the lower funded signs set up for this farm. So we're getting a little bit of funding from the EU. Oh, thanks, farmhand Andy. I'll definitely be looking at those. Yeah, so the thing to remember with the farm sim mechanics is when they say that you're going to get X amount of money per day, or that cows will eat X amount of food per day, a day is considered to be a month. So if you're on 4-day months, you actually need to divide that figure by 4. So that so the money that the generators give you is per month. Hey, Anthony got $20 million now, buying a bunch of tractors and currently moving them to the farm. Yeah, that's what's good. That's what's great about this game is, you can play it any way you want. If you want to do a start from scratch where you're starting with $0, and earning money by doing contracts first, you can do that, and I have actually done that. I haven't actually done it on stream for a long time. I actually started streaming. I started playing that type of game in Hutan Pantai, and then I'd got to the stage where I'd brought some land, and then I started streaming. So I haven't actually done a stream where I'm starting from scratch. I probably should do that. On the farm I took, you have to build a farmhouse. Nice. That's definitely a mechanic that hasn't been used much, is the building the farmhouse. There is actually that shed that looks quite good. You can build up the modules, add modules together, and looks like you can actually have the modules as buildable modules, so you've got to provide the wood for them. So I think that's an interesting way of doing it. Hey Gamer Pro, you got the achievement for cutting 25 trees. Well done. Yeah, the horse riding achievement can be fun, especially the jumping one where you've got to jump the horse a few times. That's quite a big one. Hey MacVac, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Great to have you here, sir. Hope you are having a fantastic Thursday. Yeah, Joel, wood chips are worth a lot, definitely. In fact, for me, logging and forestry is using the grinder that will shoot wood chips into the back of a trailer, and then I sell the wood chips. Or there is actually a mod that allows you to make planks and lumber out of wood chips, which is quite good. Yep, I'm doing well there, thanks MacPack. Thursday's nearly over for me, so yeah, I'll be looking at Friday tomorrow. And the way things are looking for Saturday, I'm not sure I'll be able to do a live stream on Saturday. I'll have to see how things go. Got something planned with the family, so see how I feel on Saturday night. Chipping King. Yeah, mate, that's me. Yes, I'm going to try something out with the Kinleg series. I was finding I was starting to have like hour-and-a-half long episodes, which is just too long. And I found a lot of people were actually dropping off, according to YouTube, about 15 minutes into it. So, which is fair enough. I'm probably quite a boring person to watch for more than 15 minutes. So I'm thinking of changing the format from, instead of trying to fit everything into an hour, um, usually I'm on 1 day months on that series, and I was trying to fit a whole month into an hour. But instead of doing that, I'm actually just going to run with half-hour episodes, and maybe doing 2 episodes a week. And it could be that 2 episodes would be a month, or it could be 3, maybe 4 episodes into a month. So I'm thinking of just trying that out and seeing how that goes. So yeah, hopefully you guys will like the new format. And did everyone have fun with the quiz? I put a quiz up. See if anyone's been listening to what I've been droning on about. I think I'm going to need some more seed. I have to go down to the dealer and get some seed. And that is one of the problems with this map, is there's no direct way to get to the dealer. That's very roundabout. No matter where you go, it's a roundabout way to get to the dealer. Yep, there. Yeah, you're right there, AI farmer. Definitely not going to be enough for that field. Thank you, Cher. Always thought this would be a fantastic mod if it was right-hand drive for Kinleg. But there's no right-hand drive version of this, unfortunately. So, but it is a great vehicle for this map, definitely. Yeah, Anthony. Yes, I did. I got it wrong. My opinion, stream as much as you like for the people who want to watch. If people don't want to stay and enjoy the stream, it's their issue. Let these people ruin it. Yeah, don't worry. I won't be changing my streams. I'm just looking at the. I'm having fun telling the story in Kinleg, so I'm just wanting to change it. and recording the videos, I think half-hour videos will be a bit easier to record. But I'm not changing my streaming schedule or how long I stream for. I enjoy the interaction with everyone in chat, and yeah, so that won't be changing at all. It's just the pre-recorded video that I'm doing. And yeah, I I did do some when I first started, um, and then I sort of got waylaid. I did finish that series off, the Energy Farm series, um, and then I wanted to tell the Kinleg story. I had a Kinleg story running around in my head, and I wanted to tell that story. Um, so I've been enjoying that and seeing how it progresses. It's actually progressed a lot further than I expected. When I originally had the story in my head, I thought it was going to last 5 or 6 episodes. But yeah, I think we're up to. I think I've actually got 17 episodes recorded now. I think we're up to episode 14 released. So yeah, always buy a seed container for the front there. It's probably a good idea. I'm not too sure. Do they plumb up on those ones or not? Because I know there are ones that do use the front containers. Yeah, AI just stream for fun, not for numbers. Yeah, I'm the same. It's sort of like I enjoy streaming. I enjoy the playing the game and interacting with people in the chat. Um, Great to have you all here, and yeah, thank you to everyone that does come into the chat, say hi, and hey, if I do miss you, it's sometimes because I'm focusing on the game and I will miss some of the stuff that is happening in the chat. If I do miss you, it's not a personal snub or anything like that. It is just purely, honestly, I just missed your chat and I'm really sorry. But I do try to catch up with everyone if I can, if I do see it. Yeah, I thought I'd go sort of the longer way to the shop just so people can see what the map looks like from different angles, different ways of getting there. AI Farmer, you're on a dead time for most people. Yeah, I thought I would be too. I'm definitely a dead time for the US market. Definitely a dead time for that one. It's very, very, very early in the morning for the US market. But I do seem to be getting a lot of the Indian market, which is quite a big market. There's a lot of Indian people that play Farm Sim. That is definitely an untapped potential that Giants should look into, investigate. But if you are going to do an Indian map, put right-hand drive vehicles in. Indians drive on the left, like all good English people. Make up your mind. Yeah, most are at work or sleep. Yeah. Oh, reading the chat. Serena Earth, watching you while getting ready for work here in the US. Oh, thank you, Serena. Appreciate it. I hope you have a good day at work. Oh, that dreaded ice cream van keeps following me around. Don't think he ever forgave me for pulling him over on the side of the road like I did. Those that don't know what I'm talking about, there's a short that I've got about that sort of explains the ice cream van thing. Yeah, you watch me with your morning coffee. Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'll admit I tend to watch YouTube in the morning as well. I actually try to catch up with the news and current events of what's happening. Now, I don't think we have a machine here. Oh no, we have got a forklift. Oh, so he's actually put real farm equipment in here. That is neat. You can't use it, can't get into it, but he's actually got the real equipment in here. You're going to get a stump remover there, Gamer Pro. Sorry, catching up. And AI Farmer. But the main thing is that Biker Mouse and myself are having fun. And if we can share that, that's a beautiful thing. It is, mate. And yeah, it is a lot of fun watching you guys too. So I think we can use the fork. Let's see if we can do that or not. Yep, we can. I actually like having the option. I do have universal auto load loaded, so I could just drive up to the pallets and load them up with the universal auto load. But I do like the option of having a forklift at the dealers to load the stuff on with. Yeah, I'm not too sure, AI. They released a few mods today, but they definitely had a bit of a break. Well, they released something on Friday, didn't they? But which bought everyone out. But how not to load pellets? Come on. Yeah, didn't play much last couple of days. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, spent the last few days just recording a few episodes in my Kinlag series. Just having a bit of fun with that. They did. They did say one at a time, definitely. I think we could do with a few more straps on that. I think it'll be fine though. Hey, Anthony, brought a lot of crap and land. I'm done for tonight. Yeah, can't blame you, mate. It can be tiring setting up a map, that's for sure. Especially if you're getting into landscaping as well. Yeah, Anthony, all farmed out. Yeah, can definitely get like that. I know. So I think these tunnels are a nice feature as well. No, that is the way we want to go. Yeah, Serena, off to work. Yeah, you have a fantastic Thursday. Now, for me, it is, nearly, 25 minutes to 10. So my Thursday is nearly over. But yeah, I hope you have a great day at work. And thank you for spending time with us while you're having your cup of coffee. Appreciate it. So this is the ferry that he's incorporated into the map. Hey, no worries, AI. Thank you for jumping in. Appreciate it. Been great to have you here. Anthony, you got a lot done. Awesome, mate. Awesome. Had to reconstruct the land to hard top so I can set up barns and things I want to. Yeah. Always fun to do that. That's what I love about the game is you can do that. Hope that ferry's coming. Maybe I didn't. Yep, must have not started it. So yeah, thanks for the thumbs up, Andy. Appreciate it. Yeah, you have a good Thursday, mate. Here we go. Ferry's finally coming in down through the mist. Still here, just currently doing forestry work on Highlands fishing. Have you on in the background? Oh, that's okay, Joel. No problem at all. I'll quite often do that as well. Before I started streaming, I actually would be watching YouTube videos from people like Sealy P and Daggerwin, DJ Goham in small doses. Don't get me wrong, he's a great guy. DJ is an absolutely fantastic guy. He's just not my kind of play style. But he has fun and it's infectious. Hey, Share sent you a photo called Tractor and the Moon on Discord. Awesome. Thank you for that, Share. Yeah, Joel, I'm on Geistal. It's a map on ModHub. Link is in the description. And it's an absolutely fantastic map. I haven't spent near enough time on it for a number of different reasons. And for those of you that know your German well, you probably would get that joke. I see panic, so I'm thinking don't panic. This is the Titanic or something? I see Titanic, so yeah, not too sure. I should probably look it up, but yeah, I think there's a bit of a joke there about the Titanic. But yeah, we've got the ferry going across the river there from one side to the other. Well, thank you, Anthony. Appreciate it. I will enjoy my Friday, and you enjoy your Thursday. Just starting at 5:40 a.m. Yeah, yeah, no, it is. So yeah, thank you for joining in. Appreciate it there, Anthony. You have a fantastic Thursday. Yeah, I sometimes watch Daggerwin. Yeah, I really enjoyed his survival role play series. That was fantastic when he started that on FS17, moved on to FS19, and then moved into FS22. But he seems to have um, not gone into it for FS25. So yeah, I'm not too sure. Um, but I did enjoy those. I can understand why. Yeah, he's probably over it now, which is fair enough. Now, do I? Which way do I want to go? Um, yeah, I have actually gone the wrong way. That camera's great. I really do like having the cameras on the machines. So yeah, it's a big viaduct there, and you can buy a farm that's living under the viaduct. Farmhand was the best role play. I think you might find Daggerman's going to bring survival role play back. I think he dropped a post hinting survival role play. Yeah, I know he's actually got really hooked into farming dynasty at the moment. Um, and said that that was like survival role play, which it is. I had looked at doing it, but um, yeah, the storyline is very linear. Yeah, you can only sort of go one way, and that's the way the script writer has asked you to go. I don't think you have much room to do other things. Um, Giants physics is so real. Yes, Croft has done a fantastic job with the farmhand. I always look forward to a new episode coming out. But yeah, Daggerwin sort of started it all, really. I felt he's the first one I found anyway. Yeah, survival role play would be great in FS25 because he could add Walter, Noah, and Katie into it. Yeah, I know he was using there was a mod that was available, a contractor mod basically, and you could assign characters. You could build characters that were permanent workers on your farm, and you could jump between those people to operate different equipment. Um, it was a great way of doing it. I actually used it in FS19. Worked really well in FS19. Didn't work as well in FS22, and he hasn't seemed to done much with it for FS25. It does work, but not that well. But in FS19, I actually had a whole family. I had myself, a wife, two kids, and their partners, and yeah, different farms around the place where they were living in, and yeah, I really made a big story of it. But yeah, but unfortunately, that mod, yeah, I haven't actually tried it recently, but then he hasn't made any changes on it recently, so I do keep an eye on it. So I'm actually just wanting to make sure that I can plant rye. Yes, I can. So I should do a field of rye. Yeah, wish we had seasons from FS19. Definitely wish we had that. The seasons we've got now is very dumbed down. Definitely, it's seasons light. Now I've got a trailer with 9-meter logs. What do I do with it? You could take it to the mill. If you've purchased the mill, you could actually use those logs to make lumber and actually make more money out of it. Or you could load them into a container and sell the container if that's been included in the map. But your mill's probably the best one, and definitely if you can afford the mill, buy the mill so you can sell the lumber and the beams. Although with 9-meter logs, you still make quite a bit of money, I think. Now you can actually hear the horns playing on this map. They have the alpine horn. Don't know if you guys can hear that. Hopefully I'm not going to get copyright strike. So I make more money if I own the sawmill land. Usually you buy the sawmill with the land, I think, or something. I think it's a biogas plant where sometimes you buy the land and then you have to buy the biogas plant or something like that. Yeah, you can hear them, Joel. Yeah, it's fun when they play. You're sort of thinking, well, where are they coming from? Looks like I'm going to have to fill up this tractor with fuel too. And that's not a cheap thing to do nowadays. Yes, a bit of shameless plugging here, but if you guys are into vintage equipment, I do have the Morrinsville Vintage, Waikato Vintage Machine Tractor and Machinery Club video up, and I have made quite a few shorts. So if you don't have time to watch a whole, hour and a half long video, watch the shorts. They're sort of like the highlights of the whole video. And there was some amazing equipment there. It's a long way to get there, is it? Means it's a good map. Hey, you're finally there. Awesome. Yeah, they're predicting here in New Zealand that the price of diesel will go above $4 per litre. That is a scary thought. I think that's something like, I'm not too sure what that would be in pound. I think that's like about €8 a litre. Hey, Jay's Virtual Gaming. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope you're doing well. Oh. So, yeah, a couple of links that I haven't put in the chat yet, and I do apologize for that. One is for Farmhand Andy, another great YouTube streamer. Check out his channel. And Jay's Virtual Gaming has some videos up as well, so check out his channel. Sorry people, just trying to do the channel shout outs. If I have missed anyone, let me know. It's definitely never intentional. Hey, you're welcome there, Farmhand Andy. Good to hear there, Jay's Virtual Gaming. Good to hear. The Egg Gamer Pro brought a field full of grass. Yeah, grass is a good way to make money. I do like the new mechanic in the new DLC where you've actually got to transplant or oversow the grass field after a certain amount of time, because grass had become one where you just sow it once and forget about it, never have to touch it again except for mowing. So I do like that new mechanic being added in, where you do have to give the ground a bit of TLC, resow it, without having to do the whole, cultivate everything up and all that sort of thing. Yeah, you're welcome there, Jay's Virtual Gaming. Yeah, Joel, I wish the steering wheel was a bit more responsive. Yeah, check your dead zone. No one can quite figure out why Giants' default dead zone is 14%. So if you change that to something more realistic, like 0 or 1 or 2%, you'll find it to be a lot more responsive. So yeah, jump into settings and check your dead zone on the steering wheel. It just doesn't make any sense to me why Giants would have the default dead zone at 14%. That's just insane. But yeah, I think that's probably what you'll find your problem is that the dead zone. So I'll just finish off this field and then I might call it a night. It's 10 past 10 p.m. Can't find the dead zone. You might have to go out of the game to find it, I think. I'll just double check, but there you go. Under devices, so go to settings and you got your graphic settings, controls, devices, and then you've got your different devices there, and you can set your dead zone. So you can do it in game. Used to be a pain because used to be you couldn't do it in game, and you'd start a game and after an update Giants would have reset it back to 14%. So you'd have to leave your game, go into settings in the main menu, and then change the dead zone. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, I haven't actually connected a steering wheel to a console to know where it would have that. So if there is a setting, it would be in the main menu, I guess. But yeah, I haven't ever connected a wheel to a console to know for sure. So yeah, sorry, you're in uncharted territory there for me. But yeah, I hope they have a setting to change it, because 15% dead zone is horrible. Yeah, some wheels do have their own app to adjust settings. They do. But yeah, I'm not too sure how that works with consoles. I don't think there is. Darn. Yeah, there might be something inside the actual console, the main console menu, that might have some settings for the wheels. I don't know. Usually my go-to for something like that would be I would search Google and just see if someone else has encountered that problem and knows of a way of fixing it. Right, nearly finished sowing all the fields. Only got one field left. Yeah, yeah, Game Pro, that would be a good thing to search for. I'll be honest, I actually use Copilot a lot for searching now rather than Google. I find it summarizes web pages up quite nicely for those, yeah. like I say, when it comes to the giant mechanics of boars with the new DLC, it's given me two totally different results, which, yeah, I don't think either one is 100% correct. So, yeah, don't believe everything Copilot tells you. Okay, I think that might be done. Right. Well, thank you everyone for joining. Appreciate you all being here. Been great having so much chat happening in the chat and having so many people here. I really do enjoy this map, and I don't get on it as often as I would like to. So I'm looking forward to trying to get a bit more regular on this map. It is absolutely stunning. When I first loaded this map up, it was sort of like, oh, I have to do a stream on this one. So here we are. But yeah, thank you to everyone that's joined. Do appreciate it. And if you haven't hit that like button yet, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, feel free to do that as well. It doesn't cost anything, and it really does help the channel. Game Pro, find it easier to go on YouTube because you get a detailed vid on how to do it. Very true, very true. Nothing like moving pictures to tell a good story, definitely, and get the information. Although I'm sort of, I prefer to read things because I can skip ahead instead of having to listen to some guy waffle on all day about stuff I already know about. But yeah, YouTube videos can be handy, definitely. And yep, great to have you here, Project. Thank you for joining. So to everyone, have a good day, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world and whatever time you're watching this. And until next time, bye.